Hi there, this is Lawrence from Excello, and in this quick video, we're just going to go over how to create a project in your Excello deployment. Now, there are a couple of ways to do this. The first way is actually by doing it off of a company. So if I go to my company's module followed by a specific company, in this case, we'll go to Acme Industries Incorporated, I can create a project off of this company by going to the Add button and then going to New Project. The other way to create a project is by going up to the Create button at the top of your deployment and then clicking Project in the drop-down menu. So I'm just going to click that. And it will take me to my Create New Project screen. So obviously there are a couple of big pieces that we need to fill in here to make sure that this project is created correctly. So in this case, for this particular project, we're just going to call it the Kickoff project. Next, we're going to associate it with a company. So if I'm doing this, if I'm creating a project from the company screen, obviously this is going to be filled in with whatever company we are creating it off of. But since I am doing this from the Create button, I need to give it a company. So in this case, I'm just going to say Acme Industries Incorporated. Also, I need to assign a company contact. So just going to click here and it'll give me a list of anyone associated with this particular company. I can also search if I need to, but because I only have one contact with this company, I'm just going to use Gene Clements. Next, I'm going to select a type. So what a type is basically a set of collection or a set of progressions and actions and statuses that are created via the configuration menu. So just to kind of show you what this is, if I go to my configuration, I scroll down to projects, and then types, progressions, and fields is where I can create those types. So if we just go back to the Create Project screen and refill out everything. So we'll select an automated type for this, as we already had a couple of examples filled out. The next thing is we're going to give it a status. So in this case, we are just planning this this particular project. If we wanted to put it into a different status, it would be available here. Again, this is based off of your types, progressions, and statuses. Next, we're going to give it a project manager. In this case, I'm going to give it to myself. If this project is related to a sale, you can do this here. So in this case, we'll just relate it to this business process reengineering sale. Now we have to get into the schedule of this project. So do we want to give it a planned start date? Do we want to give it a planned due date, maybe a deadline, or do we want to give it more advanced date settings? So if we take a look here, there's options for an adaptive schedule, for fixed deadlines, fixed schedule. Just kind of give you guys a quick little overview of what these are. The adaptive schedule will give you the opportunity to make planned start and planned due dates without having any fixed pieces there. Fixed deadlines obviously means that you will have fixed deadlines in your project plan for milestones and tasks. Fixed schedule will be you will have fixed start dates and end dates. So keep in mind which type of schedule flexibility you would like. In this case, we will give it an adaptive schedule, and we'll just give it a planned start and a planned due. If we want to put a deadline in here, we can as well. There are also a couple of other major date settings in here if you want to play around with them, such as auto start, instant auto start, auto complete, even acceleration and predicted end dates based on. For more information on all of these, I definitely would go to the Add a New Project help guide in our help center on excello.com. Next, we can fill in our budget and billing defaults. So for the project template, if we have a project template that's already been created, we can just simply put it in here. If not, we can just say no default. But for the sake of this, let's give it a simple project template. And then the billing contact. In this case, we will use the same as our company contact. So all of that has been completed. If you have any custom fields to add, you can also put those into the custom fields section as well. Again, this really goes back to the project type, which is created in your configuration. Once all that has been filled in, we can just hit save. And when it is done saving, we will be able to view the actual project itself. So it has now opened the project plan kickoff project. So now we can see our project plan, we can add any materials if we'd like, and we can really get a good understanding of, exactly, how long this project is going to take. Once we like everything the way it's supposed to be, we can hit save and continue. And that will take us to the view project screen for this kickoff project, meaning that this project is now created and ready to go. So hopefully this helps.